to make sure, you know, when we go over this, the 5 phases of this tackling. I know some of you veterans, I know you've done this before, but I really want you to emphasize, you know, this needs to be done every day. Okay, every day. I mean, this is the foundation of our program. I mean, we sat there today and we went through a lot of things. Okay, but this is the foundation of Heads Up Football. I mean, I know it's a little thing that you should do every day. I don't care if it's an offensive practice, however y'all practice, but you ought to do it every day. And try to remember all the little phrases and all the little words, okay, that we use, okay, because parents want to hear that. When you are part of Heads Up Football, they want to hear those things because that tells them that you're preaching what you're supposed to be doing. It's just not words out there. Okay? And everybody needs to be involved. You know, when you're out there at a practice, if you're doing this, it's not one like today, I'm going to do a little bit, you're all going to do most of it. I'm going to teach you guys how to teach this. I would get your parents out. How many of y'all do these with your parents? Do it with your parents. It's okay. They know it's okay. He's shaking his, that won't happen, huh? When you have your parent meeting.
Bitch at the coach.
Yeah. Hey, if not have them do it, have your coaches demonstrate it. That's possible, right? I mean, you don't have. I mean, I understand there are going to be some people. You know, there's some people you do the old shoot. You do the shoot part of the tackle. You know, they got to land on these pads and everything. I understand that, but you know, don't. You know, this is not. We don't just do this to go through the motion. I mean, this is the foundation. I mean, this is it. This is Heads Up Football. Anything we do, the head is up. It's not down. I mean, like I told you, the first couple days I went to a youth football. You know, my son was used to breaking down. I mean, he hasn't done it, and he hasn't been to one of these clinics in 2 years. But I guarantee you, he can do it. He'll tell you exactly what he's supposed to say. He'll say exactly what I say. And then he gets out there and they look at him like he's crazy because they line pads up and they just dive there. Just, you know, I mean, they're not, that's how, and the sad thing about it, that's what they're seeing. You know, they see that, okay, at the next level. And I will tell you this, I realize that when we do this, 78% of tackles are done with what? Arms. There's very seldom where it's mano a mano. It's Mike on tailback. It's either an angle. Very seldom is it straight on. It's either an angle. It's from the side. Okay, but if they can learn, just learn. Whether you're angle tackling or front tackling, it's the same thing. And we'll kind of go over the angle a little bit. Okay, there's tons of tackling drills that are on the website. Okay, it's in your booklet. I mean, there's described, but you got to emphasize that all the time, and your parents want to hear that. Like the other day, I do a clinic. Those kids are sitting there repeating. I mean, they listen to that stuff. Okay, they're visual, they're auditory. Okay, all right, real quick. What are all the senses that you have? Sight, sound, smell, touch. I want to ask you to use one right now. I just want you to watch, okay, and visualize, okay, and then we'll get started. I don't want you to say much. I'll probably be out of breath, but yeah, I just want you to watch, okay?
Can we videotape it?
Sure. Just don't put it on Facebook.
Put it on plenty of social media.
I don't even mess with Facebook. My wife does. Sorry, I forgot my belt. What did y'all visualize there? What was that?
The aspects of heads-up tackling.
That's our fundamentals right there. Yeah. Visual. Now there were 5 parts to that. We're going to learn those 5 parts today. Okay. Normally what we would do. Now I'm going to tell you, in our 8-hour clinic, you would sit there. We'd go over breakdown. You would sit there and teach each person in your group the breakdown. I'm going to break you up into 10 people today. Groups of 10. See, I think that's about what. And you would teach that. Probably not going to be able to do that today, but that's how you would need to do that. That's how you're going to teach you're going to teach your coaches today how I'm going to teach you. Same words, same drills, whatever it may be. And I'll tell you, you're going to hit a pad today. You're not really going to hit the ground, you're going to hit a pad. Okay, so I just want to prepare you for that. Okay, but that might be something. I'm going to tell you, small kids, I know how they were because I was the same way. I was a visual learner. That's a good way to start when you're showing them how to do it. Just have somebody do it. Now, obviously,